Trillions could flow through cryptos like Stellar XLM, and you and I, your award-winning Stellar XLM crypto developer, could benefit. And it's clear, we know how, people. We know how. It's all about the fundamental facts of the matter. This is clear now, back then, and it's clear now. Well, people, today we're looking at creating a Soroban app for the first time. And if you've been following along with setting up, deployment, there are a few other things that we missed, storing data and increment, but Nathan will go through that with you. So without further ado, Nathan, over to you. Creating an app, part one.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for that, Nathan. So prior to starting to create the app, or create an app, I did go through storing data and had set that up. I think it's important you do go through it. I'd advise that you, if you want to follow the whole process, go through it all, because there's some directory changes, okay, that you'll see in this. So when you go into storing data, basically you're making a Soroban tutorial contracts folder, and then you're moving the Hello Soroban to the tutorial into the contracts directory. So that's going to be the new path, and as you can see, it's all here. So they will all move over. Now you also notice that I'm not deploying, sorry, I'm not doing a git commit because I already have Soroban tutorial on my remote, on my GitHub remote, and there'll be some conflicts there. But you can go ahead and do that. So you want to do the incrementer and deploy as well. If you want me to make a tutorial on that, to be fair, it's really straightforward. So I'm not bothering. I just wanted to jump straight to create app. But if you want me to, leave a comment and let me know. But let's get started with creating app. Now I'm just going to go through this briskly because it could probably take about 20 minutes, and I don't want the video to take longer than that. And really, yeah, you can create an app with Soroban contracts within inside 20 minutes. You can use this this as a boilerplate, if you like, to creating your apps, and it's brilliant because you'll have a wallet integrated into it, and yeah, perfect. Now let's get started. So creating an app with 2 smart contracts deployed to a public network, you can now create a web app that interacts with via RCP calls. So let's get started. So initializing a front end. This is an important part to understand. You can build a Soroban app with any front end toolchain or integrate it into an existing full stack app. For this tutorial, we're going to use Astro. Astro works with React, Vue, Svelte, and really any other UI library, or no UI library, so you could just use pure vanilla. In this tutorial, we're not using a UI library. The Soroban specific parts of this tutorial will be similar no matter what front end toolchain you use. In your new front end, don't worry. If you're new to front end, sorry, we won't go too deep, but it will be useful for you to see and experience the front end development process used by Soroban apps. We'll cover the relevant bits of JavaScript and Astro, but teaching you all the front end development and Astro is beyond the scope of this tutorial. So let's get started. So you're going to need to use Node version 18.14.1, okay? I'm pretty sure I was using that, but we can go ahead and check. Node V flag. We're using 17.9. I'm sure we was using 18.14 before. Never mind. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you've got MVM installed, and then we're going to go use 18v1. Okay. And then we can double check that and see what node version we're using with the -v flag. And there we go. So we know that we're using node version 18.14 now. Make sure you're doing that. So you may need to install that node version, but make sure you've got MVM installed and just follow the commands of MVM. I'll put a link in the description on how to install MVM and everything that you need to know regarding that. Now that we're using that, what you want to do is copy and create this. So node create Astro. We want to create this Astro file. Then we want to initialize the Soroban tutorial directory as an Astro project, but Astro doesn't like it. It wants to create a new directory. So let's go ahead and do that and then move the content of that directory into the parent directory. And this stuff I've done already, right? So what you'll see is, I'll show you now, and then we'll delete it. So it wants to move all of that into here. Okay, there you go. But we've already got that, right? We've already got this folder here. So all you're doing essentially is moving all of this contents of this folder into here. Okay, once it's finished initializing, I'll just delete all of that. Okay, so as you can see, these are the commands here to reorganize your app folder. So you've got your Hello World, Hello Soroban Smart Contract in there, and you've got your Incrementer Smart Contract. All right, and all you'll do is once it's finished initializing is copy this, okay, and it will set the paths and join, concatenate all of your git ignore stuff. There you go. So that's all done. So we want to run, we don't want that, so we'll get rid of that folder because we've got it all already. Delete, bye-bye. There we go. Okay. And then as I said, I won't be running this. Git add dot, very important, and then your commit statement. Git initialize Astro project. And then what we want to do is generate an npm package for the Hello World contract. Now this is important because what you're doing here is something that's not usual, but we'll go through that. So let's, before we ever open the new front end file, let's generate an npm package for the Hello World contract. This is our suggested way to interact with the contract's front end. These generated libraries work with any JavaScript project, not a specific UI like React, and make it easy to work with some of the trickiest bits of Soroban, like the code in XDR, and that's basically like the JSON blob that's spat out when you create a smart contract with Stellar. This is going to use the CLI command, Soroban contract binding TypeScript. So there we go, Soroban contract binding TypeScript, network test, create ID, concat, hello world, and there you go. We're attempting to keep the code in these generated libraries readable, so go ahead and look around. Open up the new Soroban client. So that's going to be in your node modules, oddly enough, and you'll find it in here under Soroban, which is something that I've never done, and that's really quite new, and you'll see some nuances there around that. So where are we? Did we move it already? We may have moved it already. I think we moved it, but you'll find it in here. So now's a good time to go into the README file and have a look around and just familiarize yourself with that. That is important to do. I would go ahead and do that. So your README file is right here. Read through that so you've got a really good idea and understanding of how the project is structured, where you'll find what you need to find, and then your commands that you can use to run, and your local host, what you need to put in your browser. Alright, and then let's update the package JSON in your tutorial project with a post-install script to make sure the generated libraries stay up to date. Now, what you want to do here is don't just tick that, because it will pick up the plus sign. Really, just copy and paste this section from here, okay, including the quotes. So Command C, and then copy that, and then you'll head over to products, and you can see here that I've highlighted this section. Really, you just want to don't highlight the curly brackets, just come here like that, and there you go. Alright, copy and paste that in. And we've already got that in there, so we don't need that. Okay, client, we don't need that. Alright, that's all you've got to do there. The Astro, as you can see. Okay, and then, so we're going to call the contract from the front end. Now let's open up the source pages index. So where's the path? Source pages index Astro, and I've already done it. Then you want to copy that line of code in here. Where are we? Copy that line of code from here. So as I said, no plus signs there. So import contracts network from hello Soroban, and then you've got this greet. Do not copy the plus signs, and you want to copy that all in there. Okay, that section there. Hello Soroban client. Alright, so it's this. See if we can find it. Const hello Soroban greeting is, and I've changed the name in mine to Nathan of Zion, and you'll see why in a minute. So you want to copy this section here, copy and paste, Command V, and then what did we do? We went down to the H1 span, and we changed that as well. So from this welcome to Astro, we've changed it to result join, so you can concatenating whatever it is in there and changing the text type. And where's our first H1 tag? Let's see. You may have found it before me. There we are. So we changed that there. So you look for the H1 under SVG, and then you remove this and paste this in. Okay, no plus signs. And then, now let's start the dev server. So copy and paste that, start your server, bing, and then what you'll see is once you've started running that server, you head over, you will come here, and it will say for you, it will probably say hello Soroban, but you could change your name. I've changed it to hello Nathan, and this is running on localhost 4321, which is great, and you can get that running, and you'll be fine. Now, I think at this point we could say that we've built this Soroban app and got it functioning on the front end, and really all that there is to do is install the freighter.
Thanks for that, Nathan, and really we had to split this up into two parts because really I don't want you to miss any important architectural stuff and me just flicking through it really quickly. It's important that you understand the finer parts, so when you go for creating your own app, it's nice, simple and easy to understand. In any case, I'm Nathan, aka Nathan of Zion. Smash the subscribe, like, and till moon, have a great day. Take care now.